Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I appreciate you joining. I'm sure you're going to find a lot of recipes here that you might like. Today I'm going to share with you my butter garlic chicken. So I've already got a pan preheating over here. I've got 2 large chicken breasts, and what I like to do is cut them in half and just make cutlets out of them because they're so thick. I'll put a little olive oil in the pan here to start warming up, and make sure you're using a sharp knife. Keep your hand flat on here, and you can just take it straight through, and you got a cutlet. As long as you keep your knife level, you're going to have pretty much even consistency all the way through. Let me get rid of this and clean up my hands a little bit. Okay, so we're going to season the chicken. I've got a little mixture here. I've got salt, pepper, onion powder, oregano, basil, and actually a little bit of cumin. I'll put the exact amounts down below in the comments, and they'll also be on my website where you can print out the entire recipe. It's just gregs-kitchen.com. I'll put that right here. But we're going to just mix these up a little bit, and we're going to coat this on the chicken. We're just going to do this side, lay it down in the pan, and then we'll do the other side while it's in the pan cooking. We'll make sure you get plenty of seasoning on these, and then let's get them into the skillet, that oil around there. And we're just going to brown them about 4 minutes on each side, and then we'll flip it. Don't mess with the chicken while it's cooking. You want to keep contact there so it browns nicely and cooks well. It will release when it's about time for it to turn. Right now, if you try to do it, you're going to peel some of the chicken and it's going to stick to it. You get rid of the cutting board. And you can watch the chicken. You'll see it start turning white about halfway up and it's about ready to turn. I've got this on about a medium. And we're just going to take the rest of these seasonings and put over the chicken so when we turn it, it's already seasoned. And what's left here, I'm just going to put in the sauce here at the end. Now we're going to be putting in garlic and butter, as in the name of the recipe. I've got about 3/4 cup of chicken stock here. I didn't have any fresh made. I canned a whole bunch last week and I'm not going to open a quart just for this amount. So I'm just using the better than bouillon. And I got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and the remainder of our seasonings right here. So these are actually cooking pretty quick. Okay, so they look like they're cooked about halfway through. I'm just going to flip them over and let them cook the remainder all the way through on the other side. Got a nice golden crisp on them. So leave those sit there for about 3 to 4 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got it cooked on both sides. It's basically done. So I'm going to take it out of the pan, and then we're going to pour the chicken stock in. You could actually use a white wine if you wanted to. So we're going to make sure it's mixed. Pour this in and just turn up the heat so it can deglaze that pan. You want to get all of the goodness off the bottom there, all those little crispy bits and pieces. We're going to just bring that to a boil. Once it starts boiling, we're going to add a 1/2 stick, which is 4 tablespoons, 1/4 cup of butter. If you want a little bit more sauce, you can add a little bit more butter. Give it more sauce there. I've got everything off the bottom of the pan here. This has come to a nice little simmer. So I'm gonna put the butter in and let that start melting down. We're just gonna let this cook for like a minute or two. We wanna get all that butter melted into this. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in the leftover seasonings that we mixed and put on the chicken. So we got flavor on the chicken. Now we have the extra layers of flavor in the sauce. And this is going to cook down. We're gonna put the chicken back in here in a minute. We're gonna let it reduce down so it makes like a pan sauce. So now I'm gonna add in the garlic. You only wanna do this cook it for about a minute. You don't want it to burn. It's not really gonna burn with all this liquid in there, so we're pretty safe. Smells delicious. That garlic and all those herbs I can smell. Now you can change up those herbs any way you like, however your family likes. Actually, if you want salt-free and you want to use maybe Mrs. Dash, it has most of those in there. It has a few other things in there. So you can change it up, any kind of herbs you like, rosemary, thyme, whatever your family likes. This is just what I'm used to making. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in the lemon juice. And I'm gonna put the chicken back in. I'm just gonna let it simmer in this juice for a while. Make sure you pour all these juices back in that came off the chicken. You don't waste any of that. Give it a flip, get some sauce on both sides. There we go. I'm gonna reduce this to about medium. I'm gonna put a lid on it and let it cook for like 2 or 3 minutes and let that all marinate into the chicken, get some flavor and reduce somewhat. And I'll be back when it's all ready. Okay, so I've got the sauce reduced by just a little bit less, a little bit less than half. And I've been just basting the chicken as it's cooking. I'm gonna pull it off the heat. And let's pull the chicken out. There we go. Now, by reducing all this, a lot of people don't understand when you're reducing it, you're just intensifying the flavors. So instead of being a thin sauce, you've got it thickened up. All those flavors are more condensed and less fluid. So it just intensifies the flavor. Oops. There we go. Let me clean that up. And there you go. So there's our butter garlic chicken. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate you all stopping in my kitchen, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good day and God bless.